What's up, you guys? Welcome to week 5. What's up, you guys? So yes, like I said, it's week 5 and I feel like every single video I look or have looked a little crazy. Well, it is Monday, July 5th. Yesterday was the holiday, and as I was getting ready to film this is super spur of the moment. Literally, we just finished dinner. I'm just finished washing all the dishes and putting away the food, but it was a quiet moment. I thought I'd jump on here real quick. But as I was getting ready to film this, I was thinking to myself, this has been the toughest summer class. At least the last 3 weeks feel that way, because 3 weeks ago was Father's Day weekend. Last week was the week we went to Universal, and then this week we have the 4th of July weekend. So it's been a lot. And here we go, entering in a new week and a clearer week, because the teacher did tell us what we're going to be focusing on for the final. And I have gotten all my key terms down, and what I'm trying to do is go through a Word doc and kind of type out what the definitions are, and then I'm going to go back and actually double check my work. At least those terms that I feel comfortable or sort of get the gist of. Maybe not quite an expert at them yet, but yeah, so it's been a lot. Like I mentioned, and I haven't really gotten any comments on what folks would like to continue to see. I will likely not do the week by week when it comes to fall semester. And if you like these, let me know. But the only reason I say that, it's tough because this is one class and I'm finding it hard to sit and edit. There's not much editing. It's just me speaking and, talking at you. But it's the time that it does take to at least put it together, and then of course upload it and all that stuff. So I think what I'm going to do is I might do like a week 1 kind of how it went, maybe like a mid check-in, like through the midterms. I don't know if we'll have midterms, but kind of like a midway through the semester check-in, and then of course like a last week of the fall semester and so on. Just because I don't have much more to cover. And then I think what I'm going to do is, like, at the end, do like an actual pretty where I sit down, have the nice, bright background lighting and all that, and actually look decent and look alive. Kind of to recap the semester or the class or whatever it is, and tips of what I recommend or whatever. So I don't know, just give me some ideas, you guys, because I want to make this worth your while if you are watching and trying to keep in touch and stay in the loop. And anybody like myself in the future that's thinking about law school or in law school, that may have a family and a busy life, working full-time, etc. I want to make this as helpful as possible. So definitely shoot some ideas, because they would be much appreciated. So with that said, I'm going to go ahead and get up off of here and get upstairs and go study. I really wanted to go get coffee, but that's going to waste way too much time. I was craving Dutch Bros, but that's a whole drive and a half. Not really, but really, depending on how busy they are too. And plus I'm already drinking a Coke, so I figure that's enough for the day. And another thing, let me show you guys. I haven't tried it yet, so I'll have to keep you guys in the loop on how it tastes. But I found this. I really wanted to get my stock coffee. I always get the stock cold brew, the blue bottle. And they didn't have it at Winco, and that's where I initially bought it. So I was kind of bummed. But I did find this La Colombe coffee, and it's a cold brew as well. So I'm gonna drink that with silk. I always pour a little bit of silk almond milk, or the vanilla. Sorry, my fridge is kind of messy, but the vanilla flavored French vanilla coffee mate. So I'll probably do that, like, as a nice coffee. But yeah, I was just kind of like, I was so bummed out because they didn't have it. But they also had the iced coffees from Starbucks. But I wanted cold brew just because the iced coffee, they have their own flavor, and I don't know. And they didn't have a dark roast, I think it's what it is. So anyway, I'm gonna get up off of here and I will check in with you guys at the latter part of the week. But I'll also go ahead and incorporate a little bit of a couple clips that I got from the 4th of July. I didn't really do much videos or pictures because, like I said, we didn't really do too much other than go swimming at my parents' house. And I know for a fact I didn't capture anything there yesterday. But I did capture like 2 or 3 little clips of the 4th of July. So yeah. But I hope you're all having a wonderful summer, and I hope you all had a safe 4th of July. I know by the time this will go up, it'll be like a whole week and a half that it's gone by, and I apologize for the delays, but please understand that there's a lot going on at all times in my life. So, all right, you guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will come back in a couple days. So I thought I would randomly share with you guys something that I'm going to try. I don't know if this is going to work, but hopefully it will. And I hope that my screen looks okay on camera. And the only reason I say that is because if you notice real closely, those lines are really bad in person. And there's also been like my little flashing bar. I don't know if you can see it down here. It's like been flashing. If I get really close, you can see it. So I made an appointment with Apple on Saturday. I literally just got this laptop in December, and yeah, we can't be having that. So hopefully it'll be covered under warranty. But anyway, what I'm doing, if you notice, these are definitions, and don't mind the spell check. I go back and do a spell check at the end, like right here and all that, just because I'm typing so fast. But what I'm doing is I'm doing all the definitions, but I'm not including the actual term. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have my daughter cut each line of these, and then I'm gonna do like a matching, you know, when you have like the main word and then match the definition to the word, just so that could be a little more creative, and it'll probably get my mind kind of going a little. All right, guys. I know this probably looks horrible, like this is probably confusing, like what is up with the Barney colors? I just realized they're Barney colors. But I'm gonna tell you guys, I know this isn't great, but for me, I am over the moon excited. Sorry if you hear the little airplane jet thing, not jet, what are those small airplanes called? Airplanes? Aircraft? It's, like I mentioned earlier, the 5th of July, and there were illegals being popped off about an hour ago, and I think they're roaming to make sure it stops. Anyway, they're trying to catch people red-handed. Anyways, so I am excited because the green, although this may not be the exact definition, the teacher is not going for exact definition because people are using different, you know, she's like, you can use definitions in the Webster's dictionary, the legal dictionary, the book, like whatever it is, it doesn't matter as long as you're getting the gist of what she's trying to talk about. And so I'm going to go back in and clean it all up, obviously with the actual wording. But this was me off the top, and then I just went in and checked my work. So anything in green means I'm pretty much got it. This, you could tell I'm like on, like I'm feeling really good, because this would have been like my first time giving this one a shot without really practicing it too much, other than just briefly glancing at my notes. The purple means that I still need to go in and kind of practice those. Like I was close but not quite, or I tried but I just didn't quite get it yet, and then I kind of went in and added other things. But most of the green is because I'm pretty confident. Like this is another one, like I just learned this one on Friday when I went through my key terms, and I got it like for the first time around, so I'm pretty excited about that. And if you notice, there's a lot of green on here, considering there's 33 terms. Is that where we're at? 33 or 35? There should be 35. I'm missing one. I have to go back and figure it out, or I might have lost the number somewhere in the process. But yeah, I'm super excited. I'm happy because that tells me that I'm on the right track, and considering I only have 2 weeks to really get this all down, that gives me hope. So yay me. I just wanted to share. All right, I'll talk to you guys in a couple days. Oh, and can you hear that? Yeah, illegals. What's up, you guys? So one thing I wanted to share, today's Tuesday. I keep thinking it's Monday. Today's Tuesday. It is July the 6th. No, yeah, the 6th. Tuesday. Oh goodness, they hear me chatting and they think it's time to hang out and party. Look at them. Anyways, today's Tuesday and I am here making dinner, but I planned my days a little off. I should have planned to make, I was supposed to make lasagna today and then enchiladas tomorrow, but my husband ended up going to Costco yesterday, so I had him pick up the chicken so that I could cheat and just use their rotisserie chicken. But that made me realize I was gonna prep the lasagna for the following day. So anyways, long story short, I'm here making dinner not only for tonight but for tomorrow, and class is in a little over an hour, which you're probably thinking, why would you do that to yourself? But it's okay, because I'm a mom and I'm super mom and I could do that. Yeah, okay. I stress myself out a little bit, but I actually, the one thing that I enjoy about being able to work from home still is prepping throughout the day. So this morning, right after I got back from my break, I threw the chilies in the pot. So the chilies were pretty much boiling while I was working, and so they were nice and cooled off. What I do is I put California chilies, chile de árbol, and onion, cilantro, and garlic, and a little bit of salt. And then, like I said, I just let it pretty much sit, which the nice thing about doing it in the morning is that it sits all together, all the spices and everything just sit there and get rich in the taste, I guess, in the flavor. So now what I did is I blended it, and that's what I'm going to use for my enchilada sauce. So this video isn't going to be on how I make my enchiladas. It's just kind of giving you an idea of what I do to get through my day. Then what I'm doing for tomorrow's dinner is lasagna. So I'm actually boiling the noodles as we speak. I'll give you kind of a, so I'm boiling the noodles and I'm making the meat. And now, oh, and let me show you the lovely lunch. I made these yummy sandwiches here, full sandwiches. And I'm gonna have to save that one so that if my son wants it later, he can have it, or if not, I'll just save it and eat it for lunch tomorrow. Those had turkey, ham, cucumber. It was the works. They were delicious too, and filling because I'm not even hungry. And I've been sipping my ice cold brew coffee throughout the day, the one I showed you guys from yesterday. And then, like I said, a hearty chicken from Costco, and I'm gonna take these pieces apart, and then instead of doing it by hand because that takes forever, I'm gonna pop them in. Oops. I'm gonna pop them in my KitchenAid here and let them shred and throw together my enchiladas. So, like I said, this video will be super long if I walk you guys through all that, but I just wanted to give you an idea of how I make my week's work, make it a little more interesting than just talking at you the whole time. And really, these are the keys. Like, I know what you're thinking, and trust me, I was thinking this myself, is that I could have just made the lasagna tomorrow myself, or, well, I'm gonna make it myself anyway, but I could have just made the lasagna tomorrow and saved the extra time today. But one, I like having my lasagna prepped early because when it cools all together, I feel like it seals everything together so that when I do go to bake it, it's nice and gooey but not falling apart. And two, I figured even if I get it done today, the nice thing is that tomorrow dinner will be done quick and then I can get right to my studying, versus I feel like when I sit there and take time making dinner, by the time we eat, by the time, like, you know, it's just a lot, and then it's like 7:30, 8 o'clock at night, and I don't want to study anymore. So if I can get to dinner early, get to my studying early, I can make it a goal to be done by 8 or 8:30 so that I could still go on our little daily walk and be able to chill and relax. That's what I did yesterday, is I actually studied early enough so that by the time it was dark or almost dark, I was able to go to a quick walk with my dogs, and I still was able to come back. I mean, by the time I finished my walk and cleaning up the house and everything, because I did make a little dessert. I made some plátanos last night, fried plátanos. If you don't know what that is, it's fried plantains, and with a little bit of sugar. It just makes it so good. So by the time I did all that, it was about 9:30 before I was sitting down and actually, enjoying one of my guilty pleasures cartel crew with the husband. He loves that show, so do I. So it's kind of like our little guilty pleasure that we can, you know, spend time and watch together. So it's little things like that, you guys. Like, it doesn't have to be anything big. It doesn't have to be us on some official date night having a fancy dinner. It's about what makes it work, and however you make it work is how you make it work. And I feel like you have to pay attention and do certain things to protect yourself, still have time for yourself, and not indulge in just schoolwork, but indulge in life and food and whatever. Anyways, with that said, I've already talked a lot. What I'm going to do is I'm going to focus on dinner because I do have class tonight at 6:30, but the beauty of virtual, right? Here it is, ready to get covered with foil. Yo, have you guys ever seen a taco blend, cheese blend with taco seasoning? Like, I'm sorry, I guess it says taco blend right there, right? But I just thought this was just like shredded cheese for tacos. I never realized it had taco seasoning. So now my lasagna is gonna have taco blend in there. Thankfully, I was mixing in mozzarella cheese and Parmesan cheese, and thankfully I bought regular cheese yesterday at Winco. Well, I guess this will be perfect for the enchiladas, but I might give it a little bit of a different taste for tomorrow's lasagna. It's gonna be lasagna with a taco twist. Yeah, you could definitely taste the little bit of spice in there. Sorry, I just took a little handful and a little smidgen. So yeah, but anyways, that's what it is. Luckily, like I said, I have a backup in the fridge. Let me go grab that for the last. So 2 layers have this taco blend on it. Bummer, but hey, it might be a good twist. Winco mix to save the day. See, this is what I thought I got, but I just thought I got it in a more finer shred. But apparently I missed that. So, it's not bad though. I'll have to update you guys tomorrow to see how it turns out. And there go the enchiladas, ready to bake. Yo, look how delicious this looks. I saved some of the sauce. Shout out to one of my favorite pans once again. But this is what the sauce looked like after I blended everything up, and then threw a little bit of seasonings, and then I dipped the tortilla, and then I, you know, put the mix in with the chicken and the cheese, and then more cheese, and then the sauce, and then more cheese on top of that. So yeah, all this deliciousness. I'm so ready for it. My kids are so lucky because look, I even made them frijoles de la olla. These I put on during my lunch, and so they were done just after I was done with work. I was gonna say with work. And then look at this, some arroz blanco. Super excited. So if you want to call me super mom, you can go ahead, because I pretty much outdid myself and prepared dinner for tomorrow. And if you look at the time, we got 10 minutes to spare. Well, 9 minutes now, but I'm gonna go ahead and indulge, and I'll catch you all tomorrow on the flip side. What's up, you guys? It's actually still Tuesday the 6th. I apologize. I did say I would come back on another day, but here I am. So class went well, but as you know, I'm more focused on getting ready for this final. And what I have done, I finished all my key terms, typing all of them out, which kind of helped as I was going along, because I was able to kind of type and guess what the word was, and then if it wasn't right, then it served as a good review. But I just want to give you an example. Please ignore the back. I don't know what's up with my printer. I printed twice, and both times I did front and back, and I don't want to keep wasting my ink. It's so expensive. So I went ahead and just took out the pages that I needed. And so, sorry, I just washed my hands. I got water all over the thing. I don't want to mess these up. So what I'm going to do is, not tonight, because it's already 10:25, and I just realized my husband did not wipe the stove. Anyways, it's 10:25, so I'll be doing that as soon as I finish this. But what I'm going to do tomorrow, part of my studying, I'm going to break everything out so you guys will be able to see, but I'm going to take these apart, which I love these little note cards, because like it's super easy to kind of flip through and not lose them, and it keeps them together. But I'm going to take them out, and I'm actually going to lay them all out And then what I'm going to do is take each one of these terms, like for example, this right here is clearly this one. Now I do give myself, kind of give it away right here because it's an example. Some might put examples, some might put little asterisks, but you know, to each their own. But yeah, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go through each one and kind of basically play match. So I'm gonna match it to the word, and then like this one, so unstated guarantee that a rental property meets basic living and safety standards before occupation. And then I'll have to go in and say, is it easement? Well, no, I know it's not that. I believe it's implied warranty of habitability. And so I'll lay them all out, I'll match them, and then I'll turn them around and I will compare. And yes, these were more written out like exact because of the dictionary, but then I kind of summarized them so that it helps me remember. Because again, don't forget, my professor said you don't have to be exact, but as long as she can clearly see that you're understanding the concept, so that would help. And so that's what I'm gonna do. So I'll lay it all out tomorrow, give you guys an example, but I feel like that's gonna be, I'm very much a visual learner, and I feel like that's gonna be super crucial for me to be able to memorize and remember all of this stuff. So there you have it. I'll be back tomorrow. Hey guys, when I tell you I cannot wait until my kids go back to school, I cannot wait. And I'm not sure if you guys can hear that music in the background, but it's quite frustrating, and I hope I don't get copywritten. I literally just told my son I'm studying, and it's like they don't really care. And yeah, I can't wait till they're back in school, because right now it's 9:53. They would be in bed. So anyways, this is the outcome to my madness here. I got 30 of them correct. So I matched up the definitions to the words and matched up the definitions in the back. And I have 5 that I need to work on, which I wasn't really sure. Like some of these I have the idea and I had the definition way wrong. So, but that helps because 30 versus 5, I may not know the exact definition, but I'm getting the gist of what it means, which is important. And now it's just really honing in on the actual definition so that I can actually put it on paper and explain it. But it feels good knowing that I have some kind of idea on what each word is. So there it is. And I will definitely focus on studying on these because you need to know all of them. Will be tested, I believe she said 25 to 30. I'm not even sure. I just know it's more than 20. And I thought it was going to be half of what it was originally. So that's about it. All right, I will check back in later this week, and bye guys. Hey guys, I just want to come on here. If I look stressed and tired, it's because I am very tired. Work has been a killer. I have a lot of stuff that I'm still playing catch up on. I have kids that have been home all day. I have just a lot happening all at once, but I'm glad to say that I got through the last lecture. And the reason I say last lecture is because the next class will be all review, and then next Thursday we have it off so that we can actually focus on studying. So it's going to be a busy next week and a half, really honing in on the studying part, but I'm excited that this class is almost over and I can only pray that I pass. So yeah. And if you hear the shower going, that's because it's for me. And I am ready to go shower. So thanks so much for watching this week. Again, it's a busy week, but excited that tomorrow's Friday and finally get to do a little bit of relaxing. And Bella's in the background licking herself. So I'm gonna go now. But I thank you so much for watching. And if you're new to my channel, I hope this is of some interest. And make sure to comment down below if you guys are wanting to see anything else in these videos. I'm gonna go now. Bye.